What's up? Today I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm currently building a 7-figure e-commerce brand at 17 years of age. I know it sounds crazy and I know you probably won't believe what I'm saying right now. And so let me actually break down what steps I'm working on. I've tried to keep it real. All right, so where a lot of people already fail at is thinking once you put your logo on your product with your supplier or you have some type of custom packaging, that's already something which you can call a brand, whereas that is completely untrue. So let's actually break down what makes the value of a company, of a business, right? It's basically new customer acquisition times the lifetime profit per customer divided by the risk of your business actually being profitable over the next couple of years. And what steps do I take right now and what I would recommend you heavily to take on too, so that you can actually build something that you can be proud of. Number one is gonna be, you have to focus on your product first, because there's something called word of mouth. And word of mouth basically means customers advertise the product for you by simply recommending it. The problem with word of mouth is when you're a dropshipper and your shipping takes 3 weeks and your product quality is terrible, then a word of mouth actually speaks against you. And a lot of people oftentimes wonder why their products are dying or why they really just have to switch products every 1 to 2 months. Well, now you know, because this thing here, word of mouth, is actually working actively against you. And if someone sends an ad of you to their friend and asks them, hey, should I buy this? Do you know them? They're gonna reply with no, the quality is terrible and the shipping takes a month, right? And people don't realize the heavy impact of word of mouth, which is super bad in dropshipping, right? So this is something which you have to get down first. Focus on your product. Product is everything. So you need to have fast shipping, you need to have extremely high product quality, and your brand needs to be unique in some kind of way. Automatically, when you see them, you automatically recognize which brand that is. And that's what you wanna have. You wanna have something called brand awareness. People have to subconsciously connect something, your product, with your name. That is what's actually gonna make a brand in the long run. And so let's see what else we need. So with that product, if we now have a perfect product with high quality, right? We need a cold friendly offer. And a cold friendly offer is basically just an offer which is able to convert unaware cold audiences, right? And so there's basically different awareness stages. There's people that are most aware. That's a very small amount of people. They already know you, they know their product, they know the solution, everything, right? They just need a little discount to buy. However, once you go down, the audience sizes are getting bigger and bigger, but actually need to put in much more when it comes to marketing to actually be able to convert those people. For example, there are people that are only product aware, right? So they know that they have a problem, right? They're problem aware, they're solution aware, they know what the solution is, they know the product. However, they're looking at multiple competitors and they don't know yet why exactly they should buy from you, right? And so the further on you go down, and then at the very bottom, obviously, there's going to be unaware, and unaware people have no idea that they have a problem, have no idea why they should buy your product, right? And your offer needs to be able to convert even those people when you have a long-term brand, because at the end of the day, and with a long-term brand, you want to have extremely high revenue goals, and you can only hit those really in e-commerce if you have a extremely good offer, right? Obviously recommend you to look at the value equation by Alex Hormozi. It's just, I've covered it a million times in other videos. It's basically your dream outcome times your perceived likelihood of achievement divided by effort and sacrifice times time delay. The people that are looking at your offer should basically feel stupid saying no. And you can also enhance these offers with guarantees, bonuses, scarcity, and urgency. And you should absolutely read the book $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi if you want to take this whole thing on steroids. Next up, you definitely need a systemized ecosystem of traffic. And so what's really important with this is that you open up as many channels as possible. You can absolutely not rely on being only on TikTok or only on Meta or only on affiliates. You have to be on a lot of channels. You have to be omni-channel. You have to have awareness. You have to be able to compete, because as you know, there's going to be a lot of fluctuations on the ad side. And so if your ads perform very well on one day and you're only on one channel, and on the other day they're performing really bad, then you literally lose money on that day, and you can't have that, right? And so that's where actually things like the marketing efficiency ratio come in for the first time. And what that basically means is that instead of just looking at a ROAS of some ad platform, you take all the ad spend that you spend on a day and all the revenue from all the traffic sources that you have, right? And then compare those and actually look, am I profitable today or not? So even if you're on TikTok, Meta, email marketing, Google Ads, Pinterest, right? Let's say Meta you're unprofitable, but everywhere else you're profitable. That's gonna mean your marketing efficiency ratio is likely still gonna be profitable. However, if you were only on Meta, you would be freaking out and probably even killing the product, right? And so that's not how it works. You have to look at your entire ad spend and compare that to your entire revenue over a specific time period. And that's how brands do it. No one is profitable on a single ad platform every single day, especially not if you're selling something for over 6 months. Completely impossible. And then obviously you have to consider things like retargeting. There's basically things called push and pull marketing. Push marketing is where you actively buy new customers, and retargeting is people that have already engaged with your brand in some kind of way, and you just want more out of those customers. That's going to be retargeting. And then also affiliates are going to be huge, as these are just basically like the easiest, fastest way to scale something in the beginning. Next up, you have to look at your lifetime value, or we could also say your lifetime profit, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to make you, that's what's going to boost up your value of a company, right? Right? And so the first way of actually maximizing LTV is going to be email marketing. And with specific campaigns and flows, you can actually make customers buy again and again, and that's what you want to get at, right? And then also, this is especially easy if your hero product or your main product is a consumable, right? So a product which people just have to buy again if they want to keep using it. It could be supplements, for example, right? Or makeup. People have to buy that again if they like it. And that's why I also told you to focus on products make your product so good, right? That it does the marketing for itself. And then word of mouth is going to do the marketing for you, basically. And then also, if not, if it's not a consumable, you need to constantly launch new products, right? You just can't rely on having one product in your store, one offer, and then scale that forever. It's not how it works, all right? And then, last but not least, how to actually minimize the risk of your company not performing in the next couple of years even. And basically what that means, to break it down, a business has to work without you to be able to exit it, right? For you to be able to exit a business, the business needs to be able to work without you. And so you need to build a team. You need to hire employees. That's what every company does, right? Obviously. And so the first hires you actually need to make as a brand is going to be a video editor, a graphic designer, and some creators. And then later on, you're going to, basically hire whole media buying teams and also UGC and media management teams. And it just gets bigger and bigger. However, you make more and more money, and you as the CEO are less and less important. And that's where you want to get at when you're working in the business versus on the business. Anyways, guys, that was it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned something. And with that being said, I wish you a fantastic day.